is Gina, and I'm not your average Disney nerd, and this is episode 2 of the Backstage vlogs. Yay! I'm back! Hiatus! Yeah, I kind of took a little hiatus for a while, for many reasons. The holidays were, around the corner at that time. I had work. So you got holidays, you had work, it's like I had, no time for anything at all. It's like personal life was gone, okay? I had so much to do. But while I was on hiatus, I was coming up with great ideas, and I was trying to come up with different things. So to kick off 2017, I almost said 15. To kick off 2017, I'm going to release a top 10 2017 video. This is going to be top 10 things that are coming out by Disney, or Marvel or whatever. If it has the Disney name on it, I'm just gonna say Disney. Top 10 things that Disney is releasing in 2017 that I am excited for. Because there is a bunch of amazing things coming out this year, and I was like, I don't want to write about all of them. That would be not take up so much time. What are my top 10 things that I'm most excited about? So I'm definitely going to do that top 10 list. Hopefully this is going to be my first video going up for 2017, which I'm actually working on now, writing out that list. And I'm writing out why for each one. And some of them I'm just like, why? Oh, I don't know why. I'm just excited for it. I have no reason. But it's like, no, you really should come up with a reason why. Fine, I'll write it. Yeah. So that's a top 10 list that is definitely going to be coming out very soon to celebrate the new year, because it's a new year. Last time I saw you guys was 2016, and that year did not end well. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some great things in 2016, and personal life, there were great things in my personal life in 2016, but if you're going to talk about general as a whole with, the amount of famous celebrities and their deaths, it's like, damn, 2016, just taking everybody we like. Yes. So, yeah. Another top 10 list that I definitely am going to post very soon that I've been really wanting to do. Top 10 underrated Disney movies. I don't know if it's just going to be strictly animated. I don't think it's going to be strictly animated. I think it's going to be just Disney movies in general, whether it be live action or animated, because I can already think of 2 that I really, really like. 3. Actually, 3. Yeah, I've been thinking of, a lot of movies that I really enjoy that not many people know about. But that's the thing, though. All of them are, animated, the ones that I'm thinking about. But I was like, no, there's live-action classics that Disney has done that were really, really great that nobody really remembers. And some people are like, that's a Disney film? Yeah, it's a Disney film. So, I don't know. It'll either be 2 separate lists, animated versus live action, or it'll just be one big list. Part 1, part 2, maybe? I don't know. That would be interesting. Then you'd have 2 videos of the same topic. If I can think of more. But that is definitely going to be a top 10 list coming this year in 2017. This is what I have so far. Also, long overdue. Many things, long overdue. Like I said, I was on hiatus. Where's that spoilers section for Doctor Strange? Hey, didn't you say you saw Moana and we're expecting a friggin' Moana review or Moana spoiler with review? Where is that? Oh, yeah, hiatus! Yeah, that's why it's not there. Why is it not there? Because I didn't have time to write it. I didn't have time to video it or anything. And when I did have time, I was off doing something else because I don't just make videos. I don't just talk about Disney, even though people find that hard to believe. I like to write sometimes, and I was writing a few chapters in a dumb thing that I was writing. I write novels and fan fictions and crap. I have a Wattpad. I have a DeviantArt. I draw, and I haven't drawn in like a really long time, but I'm like, should I draw this year? I don't know. So yeah. Well, that, and I do have like a lot of trips going on. We did wrap up a Disney trip, and we were planning another Disney trip. So we've got back-to-back Disney trips. We went to like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas early December, and videotaping went bad for me there. Because of technical difficulties. It's like, okay, well, good thing I'm getting through this now. You live, you learn. Yeah. So, Moana, Doctor Strange, guys, where are you? So yes, I'm just gonna throw those posts up there. I'm just gonna not throw it together, but just do it. Is long-awaited, throw it up there, and then I'm just gonna do a restart where I don't wait so long, or try to make an actual 2017, we're gonna get our crap together, we're gonna get our shit together, and we're gonna figure the schedule out, because I was like, you wanna know what? I don't have a schedule for this YouTube channel, because I work. And then when I don't work, I am doing other things. It's like, all that life just doesn't want to leave me alone. Okay. So yes, there is going to be the Moana review, and I'm going to probably make the Moana review in this really big video where it's going to be the Moana review, then it's going to cut to spoilers, so then if you don't want to see the spoilers, you can just not, it'll let you know when the spoilers are, instead of doing two separate videos because it took so long. For Doctor Strange, I'm just going to make that spoiler video because I actually already have a Doctor Strange review up. So yeah, let's talk about Cars 3. Teaser trailer came out 3 days before Moana came out on the 23rd of November. I've been talking about it and about why I'm not happy with Cars 3, because nobody friggin' asked for Cars 3, Pixar, and yet you delivered it. I mean, nobody asked for Toy Story 4, but it's not that bad. That's the thing with Toy Story 4. It's not that bad. Like, Toy Story 4, nobody asked for. We thought Toy Story 3 was a great wrap-up. It's fine, but I don't care if I get it or not. I'm going to sit my ass in that seat and I'm going to watch Toy Story because I love the characters and I love Pixar and I love the stories that they come up with and the unique designs, and each movie the CGI gets better and better with each movie. Yeah, I'm like watching the first movie and I'm like, damn, that CGI. We have come a long way. Bravo, Pixar. Cars 3, I really don't care. I really, honest to God, do not give a crap. I'll watch it. I will rant about it. I will pull that movie to shreds. It is coming out this year, right? It's coming out Yeah, Cars 3 is coming out this year. Okay, do not expect that on my top 10 list, though. That movie I'm not excited for. I'm writing out the movie, and I'm, checking, each thing that's coming out this year for Disney or Disney Pixar, and there's, 2 Disney Pixar movies that are coming out this year, I believe. And one of them is Cars 3, and the other one's Coco. I am more interested in Coco. We are getting a brand new Pixar movie that we have not seen. We don't know the characters yet. We don't know the backstories yet or whatever. So this is going to be a brand new world that Pixar is going to introduce to us. Brand new variety of characters, brand new storyline, everything. So I'm excited for that because I love Pixar. When they do original ideas, I get excited for that. Well, Toy Story 4 is a continuation of a franchise that they have. I'm still excited for because they introduce newer characters and newer plot threads, and I'm just gonna go right into saying Cars 3 is gonna suck ass. It's Excuse my French, but I really don't care about Cars 3. Say that right now. Cars 1, it's okay. Cars 2, do not talk about Cars 2 with me. Like I said, there will be I have dogs and they make weird noises. And I'm not talking about woof woof or bark bark. I mean, they make really weird noises. One of them sounds like a piggy sometimes. We nicknamed him Porkers. Because he's like a piggy, but he's not a pig. Sorry. It's just so cute. Dogs. Dogs are adorable. I love dogs. So Cars 3, I'm definitely going to talk about. Talk about the trailers. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out. Spider-Man Homecoming is coming out. Let's talk about those. In another video that was supposed to be posted, but was never posted. This is why I decided to go on a hiatus. Because I was like, okay, I gotta do this, but then I gotta do that, and then I gotta try and be like a superhero and do everything, and I'm not. But I could still try. So, let's talk about Star Wars and how I talked about doing a Star Wars review for Rogue One, and I decided not to because this girl has only seen one Star Wars movie, and I'm not a fan of Star Wars. And here comes the hateful comments. I've never seen Star Wars except for Star Wars A New Hope, which is the first one, the original, the one that came out in the 70s, the one that started it all. Which is a good film to start with, right? If it's the first one, okay. And I saw that when I was 17 in high school. So it's been a while. But I still remember a lot of it with the Death Star and everything. And Vader's my favorite, and so is Princess Leia. And we're not going to talk about Princess Leia because that's just sad right now. Not a fan of Star Wars. But Princess Leia was always my favorite. Because every time I saw pictures of her or whatever, she just looked like fierce, you know? You want a badass princess, Princess Leia. Wow. So, because I've never seen Star Wars, even though I've only seen one, let's just say I've never seen Star Wars. And while I do know something, I'm pretty knowledgeable. For a franchise that I have no interest in or have not seen, I am actually pretty knowledgeable about Star Wars. Which is why I was thinking, let's just tackle Rogue One, a Star Wars story, on my own. And then I was like, no, let me do it with friends. And then it's like, no, because they're also busy because it's around the holiday season. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a Star Wars week. I'm going to start with episode 1 of Star Wars, and I'm going to go all the way down to the newest one. So I'm going to go to, like, the prequels that everybody hates, but I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it like that. I know I'm probably doing it wrong or whatever, but that's just the way. I'm like, you want to know if these are supposed to be the prequels to those movies? And it's all supposed to be one big, long timeline story thing. I'm just going to do it that way. Because unless I have a friend that's going to correct me, because I have a lot of Star Wars friends. That's why I'm not stupid in this section. I just haven't seen the movies. So, yeah. I'm just going to start with episode 1. And I'm just going to go all the way. And yeah, between episode 3 and New Hope, I will watch Rogue One. I will end it with Force Awakens. I'm pretty sure episode 8 comes out this year, so that'll have its own review. I'll go to the theater, I'll see that one. You know, it won't be part of the week that I do it, but I could always do it, like, in November or December, because I'm pretty sure the movie comes out in December. So I'll probably end up doing that around that time. I'll probably just, like, watch videos, watch them, and make a vlog about it. But it's gonna be a whole thing where it's gonna be, like, one day it's gonna be one episode, next day it's gonna be the other episode, and so on and so forth, where I will end up watching the newest one when it does come out. So that's what I plan on doing for Star Wars, because now you get to see... I have never seen these movies, so now you get to see a Star Wars virgin that's never seen I know, I've only seen one movie, but you want to know what? At least it was a good one, right? I mean, come on, New Hope, right? That was like the very first one. Yeah. So it's not going to be so bad. And what's great is I have so many friends that love Star Wars. So if I get lost or confused, I can just call them up or Facebook them and say, hey, I'm watching Star Wars and I don't know what's going on. And I know there's going to be some of them that are just going to be like, you're watching it all wrong or whatever. But no, that's what I plan on doing. Because there's, like, so many movies that I haven't seen that is owned by Disney or is part of the Disney company or whatever that I haven't seen. There's a lot of live-action movies from Disney that I have not seen. There are movies that Disney works with, like, okay, Studio Ghibli. This is my next announcement that I'm going to be doing at some point. Studio Ghibli, while it's its own company, is partnered with Disney, so they take the movie, Disney releases the English dubs in America. That's how they work with Disney. Okay. I've only seen one Studio Ghibli film. It is Kiki's Delivery Service. Why? Because when I was a kid, unlike most kids, I didn't grow up with anime, I didn't grow up with manga, I didn't really watch those types of movies. Of anything. That's just... Kids had Pokemon cards. Mine ended up getting thrown away. I just... Anime is interesting, but I never had that big of an interest. But I've had that interest. It's hard to explain. But Kiki's Delivery Service was always a movie that I really, really wanted to see. Almost every VHS tape that I have ever watched for a Disney movie, I think one of them was like Winnie the Pooh or something, had the trailer for Kiki's Delivery Service. And I've always wanted to watch it, and then one day I went to the library and they had it on DVD. So I was like, oh, this is my childhood dream. I've always wanted to see Kiki's Delivery Service. Decided to watch it. Loved it. I do have a friend. She is my best friend, Beth, who absolutely loves Studio Ghibli. Everything about Studio Ghibli makes her so happy. It's so cute. So, she is my best friend. I hate when she talks about something that I know nothing about. So, I will be doing a Studio Ghibli week where I will be watching all of the animated movies, all of the anime movies, like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, just all of them. I'll even rewatch Kiki's Delivery Service because I really want to. I love it. Like, just that was my introduction for Studio Ghibli. It was a perfect introduction for me because I love magic and everything, and she's this little witch and she has this cat and the cat's so cute and it's just and so I'm like, I just want to do a whole week. So I was like, you want to know what? There's like an inner fangirl for this franchise. So I'm just going to do it like a whole week and make videos. It's like, okay, today I watched this movie and yeah. So I'm so excited for this one. This one I'm super excited for because I have seen, like, this, what is it? The Secret of, shoot. I don't know all the titles, and I know this one title because I actually went to a theater. I forgot what movie I was seeing, and they had, like, the new, like, at the time it was the newest movie, and it was about these little people. The Secret World of Ernietti. like, I know the title, and I'm, like, so scared to butcher the name, so I'm, like, trying not to say it. But yeah, it's about, like, these little people, and it reminds me of a book that I read as a kid, which is why I really, really want to see this one so bad. And also, I'm, like, super excited to see in general. Yeah, there was a book that I remember reading as a kid about these little people. They kind of live in your walls and stuff, but these little people had tails. They were humans that were tiny, that lived in your walls and cracks and everything in your house. And they were people, but they had tails. It was really weird. It was interesting, though. And I loved reading those stories. And then this trailer comes out for this anime, and it's similar to that, but they don't have tails. And it's really similar to that, and I'm like, oh, ooh, I really want to see this, because, you know, it reminds me of my childhood. So I'm like, okay, I totally want to see this movie. Totally excited for this. So definitely going to do that for that week. So that kind of takes it off. Have myself a checklist. I talked about almost everything except for that last thing. Yeah. The very, very last thing. DuckTales! Let's talk about DuckTales. I just love how I went into that. DuckTales! Let's talk about that. I did release a video. Pretty sure that was like the last video that I released was about DuckTales. Because they just released the trailer. So I decided to just release my excitement for said trailer. Teaser trailer. Yeah, it was a teaser trailer. Okay. And it's funny because I was watching Disney XD today because they had a Gravity Falls marathon. I talk about that show all the time. Wow. I'm not going to get over the fact that it's gone, okay? It hurts. Fan for life. Gravity Falls forever. Hashtag Gravity Falls forever. Okay. I want my spin-off movie. I want my Gravity Falls movie. If it never happens, it's okay. Fine. Whatever they decide to do. Anyways. So I'm watching like Disney XD. Every time it cuts to commercial, they show this teaser trailer for DuckTales. Well, a couple weeks ago, back 2016, it's really weird because when I say a couple weeks ago, I'm thinking it's the same year and it's not. Okay. They released a video that shows the cast for the reboot of DuckTales, and I'm thinking the cast list is looking pretty cool. I'm loving this, okay? Bobby Moynihan and all that. David Tennant. This is why I don't mind doing, like, the Star Wars week thing, because I do love sci-fi, and one of my favorite sci-fi shows is Doctor Who. The 10th Doctor, or number 10, or however you want to call him, is played by David Tennant, who is Scottish. So to me, the fact that he's going to be playing Scrooge McDuck in the DuckTales reboot excites me, because I feel like he's going to give the love and energy that this character needs. The freaking cast looks amazing! I'm so excited for this reboot! I am so freaking pumped! Because it just, like, first you see, like, the announcement, and so, of course, everybody's excited, and then you get, like, the artwork, and, of course, everybody's even more excited because it looks so cool, and, I mean, sure, you're gonna have, like, those nitpickers because it doesn't look like the original, but it's a reboot, guys. It's a reboot, okay? This TV show is about 30 years old. It's a reboot. So, but you're at least getting a reboot. You're at least getting something. And as long as they don't reboot a TV show like Cartoon Network, because their reboots friggin' suck. I'm looking at you, Teen Titans Go. I'm looking at you, Powerpuff Girls. Thanks for ruining my childhood on that one. Sorry that wasn't Disney, but Jesus. Like, at least we're getting a reboot. And I feel like they're going to do a good job. I'm looking at this cast list. I think it's a great cast list. I have seen at least these actors in at least one episode or one TV series or just something. I love David Tennant. He's done more than just Doctor Who. He was in Harry Potter. Apparently he's in Jessica Jones. Marvel, Jessica Jones. That's another show that I should be watching, because I hear it's pretty kick-ass. Yeah, I love Bobby Moynihan. I was like, I'm a really big fan of SNL, especially the classic SNL. But even when I watch SNL nowadays, when Bobby Moynihan's on TV, he always gets a laugh from me. I love this guy. So he's gonna be playing one of the kids and everything, and then you've got this. I can never remember her name, and she's going to be playing Webby. And I couldn't think of a better person to play Webby. Seriously. I love this girl. She is in so much. She was in Cory in the House. I remember her from Cory in the House. So, because she was in Cory in the House, she made a couple more appearances on other Disney TV shows. She was Lucy's cousin, Becky, I think her name was, in Raising Hope. If anybody remembers that show, which people kind of should. I loved Raising Hope. Raising Hope was one of my favorite shows, and I always thought she was clearly this quirky, fun girl, clearly brings it to the table, and I love that she's going to be playing Webby because I feel like she is going to be bringing some really just quirky, adorable fun. Yes! And I'm like, okay. And a couple people are also from Community, and I see some people from Parks and Rec, and it's like, oh my god, and their names are escaping me, and I'm so sorry, but the fact that you're working on this project is making me happy. And I'm like super excited for this. Okay, that's why this was like the last thing on my list. Because I was just like, all of my energy is going towards DuckTales. Because 2016 took the original voice actor for Scrooge McDuck died in 2016. So clearly he wasn't going to be around for the reboot. But at least they got a good actor. Okay? At least they got David. Would love to have the original guy, but yeah. That's why I was like so excited. And of course, how do they announce the cast? By having them sing the DuckTales theme song. And they're all wearing like shirts and stuff that kind of resembles their character, and they got a cute little character sketch by their name. This show, like, this is the character they're playing, and it looks great. And if you don't see a character in the trailer that you really want, I guess, I'm trying to think. I think it was. I'm forgetting my names and stuff is blanking right now. If you don't see a character in there that you absolutely love in this trailer, just know that there is a possibility that they're still going to be in the show. They didn't announce like who is going to be playing like the Beagle Boys, but they did say that the Beagle Boys were going to be in there. So if you don't see a character that you love in this trailer, just know that they will be in the show. They probably just haven't found a name for it yet, like an actor or anything for it yet, but yeah, we'll be in the show. 2017 is going to be a very interesting year because we have never been through this year before. We are so done with 2016, and thank friggin' God, because I'm done. The ups and downs of 2016 have left me tired. This is why I took a hiatus. I just couldn't take it. I was like, oh my god, no. One thing I did want to talk about on the list. I'm taping this on... So, today is January 4th. Yesterday was January 3rd. I am so sorry, Disneyland, that you had to lose your Tower of Terror. That's another thing. Yesterday was such a slow, sad day. I was like, why? I go on Facebook. All of my Disney feed is popping up that it was the last day. Last chance for you to ride Tower of Terror. It is now officially closed. It's going through space now. Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I really enjoyed the first one. I am excited for the second one. The trailer looks better than the first one. I mean, love the first one. Love it in all of its beautiful uniqueness. But I feel like they're totally like, it's like, this was the first one. It was wonderful and awesome. And then they're going up a notch. And they're probably going to keep going up a notch for Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm super excited for it. But at what cost? the Tower of Terror in Disneyland. So that was like another thing that I've been going on a lot this year was, oh no, the Tower of Terror is closing and it's in Disney World. And it's like, no, it's not in Disney World. They're like, yeah, it's in California Adventure in Disney World. No, it is not. Okay. California Adventure is in Disneyland. It's in California. Disney World is in Florida. And I wasn't blinking on it. I was just trying to contain myself. Okay, there are moments where I see people that call themselves Disney fans that will make really stupid just fucking stupid. Disney World is in Florida. It's in Orlando, Florida. How do you think Orlando turned into such a friggin' tourist trap? Ah! Just, still gonna make my rant video for friggin' Universal versus Disney World because I was in Disney last year in December. We were at friggin', okay, so there's a video that I wanted to post online like ASAP and I decided to wait on it because there's a bunch of other things that I wanted to do, but let's get this rant straight away. If you compare, okay, if you think Universal has any connection or tie with Disney, like if you think the parks are the same, if you go to Disney World and you go up to a cast member and you ask where the Harry Potter world is, you are the most dumbest person alive. I'm sorry. This is something that really pisses me off because I've actually experienced that. Having someone come up to me and ask me where Harry Potter world was while I was in the middle of Magic Kingdom in Disney World. And people that think that Magic Kingdom is Disney World is wrong, okay? Magic Kingdom is 1 out of 4 parks in Disney World. Disney World has different lands. It's like our world and how it has different countries. Do you get it? Do you freaking get it? I'm sorry. It's just, if I'm learning something, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to learn it because I have this thing where I don't like mistakes. But as Walt Disney says, we have to keep moving forward. You live and you learn. Mistakes are going to come out and they're going to happen. So you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to move on. That's fine. But the fact that there are stupid people out there that don't understand, I mean, you can go ahead and calmly tell them, hey, that's not Disney or that's Universal. And they look at you like you're wrong. I have had so many people through past experiences that look at me like I'm friggin' stupid when I talk about these differences. Somebody came up to me and said that Minions was a Pixar movie. I wanted to punch them in the face. 1, I really hate the Minions, so don't get me started. 2, that is not a Pixar movie. 3, by the way, Illuminations, you're friggin' Secret Life of Pets, I was excited for the movie. It wasn't a Disney movie. It wasn't a Pixar movie. It was an Illuminations movie that was also brought to you by Universal. It's not DreamWorks, but it's under Universal. It's like Pixar. It's a Pixar movie, but it's under the Disney company. And people are like, Secret Life of Pets is done by DreamWorks. No, it's not. It's done by Illuminations, but they are under the Universal name. So you will see their merchandise at Universal Parks. However, I was excited for Secret Life of Pets. I thought it was going to be great. I got a friggin' rip-off of friggin' Toy Story with dogs. I'm sorry. That is how I seen it. I'm like, hey, that dog's going to be Woody. And that dog is going to be Buzz. And then that dog there is gonna be a different character related to Toy Story, and it has its differences, especially since they're dogs in New York City, and they got that pop song with Taylor Swift, Welcome to New York, but no, that's all I saw was Toy Story, but instead of toys, we got animals and dogs and pets, and I was like, this isn't really a Secret Life. It started out that way. And I can understand if they wanted to change it around and everything. And it's like, and I was sad because I do like this company and I do like their movies. We don't need a third Despicable Me movie, but I like that better. I hate the Minions, but that doesn't mean I don't hate the other characters. I like Gru. I find him really funny. I'm usually not someone that likes villains, so I find it kind of funny that I like Gru. I also find it kind of funny that Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters, not just Princess Leia. But then again, James Earl Jones, and I friggin' love him. Everyone, you can go ahead and have your Morgan Freeman. He is awesome. There's nothing bad against him, but James Earl Jones. Okay? That's all I gotta say. I think he's great. So, yeah, that's what I got. And it was really, really sad because I feel like Illuminations have talent, and yet they're not using that talent. There was potential. Okay? I know this isn't Disney. I'm just saying there was potential. They do have potential. Okay? Seriously. And I hope the next movies that they come out with are going to be great. It's just, yeah. And I got freaking Max in the background. Why is that? Because my boyfriend loves Secret Life of Pets. He loves it. And he hates when I bring up that it's like Toy Story, because we love Toy Story. Toy Story is our thing. We love Toy Story. So he hates when I bring up that analogy because he loves Secret Life of Pets. Max is his favorite. All of our dogs, they've got Secret Life of Pet collars. So you can tell that my household clearly likes this movie. It's okay. I don't mind sitting down with my dogs and watching it. They enjoy it. They'll watch it with me. I don't mind sitting down watching it with John at any given time. It's a great movie. It's just, it really felt like a Toy Story ripoff to me. It really, honest to God, did. It really did. They could have done something so much different. Don't get me wrong, I still think the trailer is hilarious. I still think it's funny. And I love that the movie is out and everything. It just... yeah. Rant. Over-ish. So that's like a rant that's gonna definitely come out to kind of explain it a bit more. I don't mind Universal. I don't mind DreamWorks. I don't mind any other company other than Disney. I think in their own unique way, they're great. I have no hatred towards them. I have no hatred towards DreamWorks or anything. I have no hatred towards Universal. I think they're great as their own. But I am not your average Disney nerd. I love Disney so much. I have a very unusual obsession with Disney. Honest to God, everything I do, if it's not Disney, I can care less. Does that mean I don't like other things other than Disney? No, I love other things other than Disney. I have many other interests other than Disney. Friggin' Beatles is one of my favorite bands. I have interests other than Disney. But when it comes down to it at the end of the day, Disney will always be my number one. If we're talking about things that I like. Things that I love. Things that I'm obsessed with. It will always be Disney. So yeah. So when people get things wrong, it really does bother me. It really does irk me. And that was something that I didn't want to get into, but I got into right now. Mainly because, like I said, we were at Disney World. Somebody was saying that Universal and Disney are connected some way. At one point, way back then, I'm pretty sure it was Walt Disney that worked for Universal. They took Oswald from us, I know that for sure. Because we finally got Oswald back. So if you wanted to say it that way, then yes. But Disney... and this is a fact that I definitely need to brush up on. I can't remember if he quit or he got fired. I'm pretty sure he quit. But I can be wrong. And with that, I will look up. But yes. At some point, there was that connection because Walt Disney himself worked for them. And that's going to be a history that I'm definitely going to get into because I do actually plan on making a video about Walt Disney and his life. And I know there's a bunch of others, but there's some things that I have to say about this. like, I definitely want to talk about the history of one man's dream. I want to talk about how Disney, I feel like, as somebody who is obsessed with Disney, like I said, I'm obsessed with Disney, it's my number one thing. Walt Disney once said that it all started by a mouse. That was one of his quotes. Out of the many of them. And if you go online and you look up a list of his quotes, there's a chance that 50% of them are going to be fake quotes by him. The whole, if we can dream it, no wait, if you can dream it, you can do it quote. Pretty sure that's not his, because I'm pretty sure the original quote is, if we can dream it, we can do it, and that's actually from the ride Horizons, which is, abandoned, but no longer there at Epcot. Yeah, I don't know whose idea that was to say that, Walt Disney said that. Yeah, but Walt Disney did say that it all started by mouse. He's like, I hope we don't lose sight of one thing, we all start by mouse. And I feel like the company is actually losing the sight that not only was it all started by a mouse, but it was also all started by a guy with a dream. And his brother, who also helped him, don't want to forget Roy, who did support Walt in all of his adventures. Like, everything. Like, Walt was just like, make my own company, make my own world, do it myself sort of thing. And his brother backed him up on that. So I feel like the company is losing the sight of the fact that, what kicked off the Disney company? Mickey Mouse cartoons. What made it big, I should say. What really made it big. What really hit home with everybody. What everybody has in their home is at least one Mickey Mouse thing. Something that has Mickey Mouse on there. And yeah, while they did have their own cartoons and everything, Mickey Mouse was introduced, and that really made it big, and that really gave them their big old start. And in the end, it boils down to, this guy had a dream, he had a goal, and he went for it, he kept pushing. No matter how many times he failed, he kept pushing. And, of course, he had backup of his brother, his family. And I feel like Disney needs to resort back to that, because I have been keeping my eye on a lot of different things within Disney. As a fan, you're kind of sitting there. And I have noticed some things, and this is going to tie back in. One of the things that I learned about Disney is, if a ride or an attraction of some sort is popular, like very, very popular, they usually don't touch it. So the fact that they decided to take down Tower of Terror in Disneyland, okay, it's in California Adventure, is beyond me of why. Why would you do such a thing? I mean, I'm afraid of drops, but even I know that the ride is great and that 1 million people love it. More than 1 million. I mean, I'm pretty sure in every single park there's at least one, right? I know we have one here in Florida, because I'm pretty sure that's where it originally started, and then they put it over there in Disneyland. In California Adventure, because that didn't come out till 97 or something? No, wait, I think it opened for fuck. My timelines are getting screwed. I just got finished watching an episode of Abandoned, and they talked about Westcott, and that was supposed to be the future of Disneyland, and we didn't get Westcott, we got California Adventure, and Bob Iger, and all that other crap. I have so much Disney knowledge, and it's all getting kabobbled. So much Disney knowledge, so little time. But yes. They took down Tower of Terror. I always admired that thing. Got so many different drops, and I'm like, nope. My aunt went on that ride. I'm still shocked, because she wasn't the kind of person that would. Okay. So, I guess now is the time to end my video, since I have no more to talk about. Like I said, this is a Backstage vlog. If I made a mistake, I made a mistake, okay? This is a Backstage vlog. This is whatever I want to do. I do what I want. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to making the videos that people have been waiting on right now. And then I'm gonna plan, like, what week I'm gonna do these. Studio Ghibli will probably be done May? I feel like May or April. Although I don't really want to do April, because April I feel like I want to talk about things that are not Disney. I feel like that, like, because April is, or the first day of April is like April Fools, so I kind of want to call April like opposite month and do a whole thing that has nothing to do with Disney. Because there are Jewel movies out there, there are things out there that are not done by Disney that are really good. Like I said, I have nothing against Universal or their movies or anything. I still haven't seen Trolls yet, and that was like on my movie watch list. I haven't seen Trolls yet, and then was another one that came out that I haven't seen yet. That they released. Crap. I can't. I know. Anyways, DreamWorks released Trolls, and I actually wanted to see that, and I haven't seen it yet. And it's down to like one showing at my movie theater. It's like, am I ever going to see it? I don't know. I really don't think I am. Even though I want to. I still have, like, How to Train Your Dragon 2 on my DVR, and I still have yet to see that. And if you want to talk about good DreamWorks movies, How to Train Your Dragon. Because to me, that one's my favorite. And I don't usually have favorite DreamWorks movies. I don't have, like, favorite DreamWorks movies. I just admire them on their own. I'm not, oh my god, I need all the product. It's not like Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie ever. Favorite Disney animated movie ever is Beauty and the Beast. I feel like that's a typical answer, and I feel like if I said Lion King would also be a typical answer, but here's not a typical answer. I am not a big fan of Lion King, and I'm going to get more into that later. I do not like the Lion King, but I do love Mufasa because he's played by James Earl Jones. I love James Earl Jones. Okay, just yeah. So Beauty and the Beast is my favorite movie. Brought to you by Disney. Disney animated movie. Came out in 91. It's older than me by like a year. Just turned 25. It's going to be 26 this year. Because we're in 2017. Happy New Year, everybody! I know. This is a really crazy episode. It started going off really good. Point. And then all of a sudden, let's just throw caution into the wind. Colors into the wind. Crap like that. So, yeah. DreamWorks, you're not that bad of a franchise or company or whatever. Universal's not that bad in general. I prefer my Disney. So, yeah. How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite DreamWorks movies if you want to talk about that, which I might talk about in April. But I'm not going to be collecting merchandise for any DreamWorks movie anytime soon. That's the difference between my love of DreamWorks versus my love of Disney. Well, we have a bunch of Funko Pops coming out for Beauty and the Beast. We've got one from, like, the animated movie, and then we've got some from, like, the live action. You know I'm going to want every single one of them. If it says Beauty and the Beast on it, I want it. Unless I have my reasons for not wanting it. But, yeah. So, yeah. I'm also still waiting for, Once Upon a Time to come back. March is going to take forever. We're only like the 4th day of the new year and it's taking forever. I just want my Once Upon a Time back. I've been hearing it's going to be canceled. So that's probably going to be another hiatus for me. If it does get canceled, I don't know if I'll be making any more videos. Actually, if it does get canceled, I'd just start with season 1 again and just do it that way, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. I'm playing with the blanket that's on my chair. Okay. My name is Gina, and I am not your average Disney nerd. I hope you all have a magical day, a happy new year, and I will see you all real soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like, leave a comment in the comments section, and don't be afraid to click that like button. Also, we have an email address, NotYourAverageDisneyNerd@gmail.com. We also have a Twitter, a Facebook, and an Instagram, so don't be afraid to check those out, and I'll see you all real soon. I would also like to add, very last minute, this is like the end of the video, I promise, I was also sick the week of Christmas, so I had no voice whatsoever. I even worked on Christmas, and it was really hard for me to talk because I had no voice at all. Like, Ursula came and took my voice and left with it. Now I have it back. So I had and yeah, I keep going like this. I noticed that through the whole video, through now, I'm just getting over I'm over my cold, but I'm still mentally trying to get over my cold. So yeah, I was also sick. I forgot to say that. It was more than just holiday and work. I was also very sick to the point where I had no voice. Friggin' Cars 3. I recorded the Cars 3 video while I was sick, and that was one of the reasons I lost my voice. Cars 3 did it. Okay, bye.